Hi everyone, welcome to our technical drawing tutorial. If you have any questions or concerns, you can send them to autocadalive@gmail.com. In this tutorial, we'll be constructing triangles, more specifically triangle ABC given the altitude and base angles. Our example requires that we construct a triangle ABC. Let the altitude be equal to 40 millimeters, base angle ABC 30 degrees, and ACB 75 degrees. We begin our construction with a construction line of a length of your choice, conveniently long enough. We establish our radius, which would be equal to the altitude of the triangle, 40 millimeters. We select random locations on the line, and I like to do this using the compass. And the radius does not have to be 40 in this case, it could be anything of our choice. So I'm just basically identifying 3 locations on this line that will be used as centers for the arcs required for the construction of parallel lines. And so we'll number these points 1, 2, and 3. Again, our radius for the arcs required must be equal to the altitude, and so I'm just going to double check that it is. I'm going to move now to point 1 as the center, inscribe my first arc, move to point 2, same radius, my second arc inscribed, and just for better accuracy, my third arc inscribed at point 3. We move on with the parallel line, and to do so you must of course ensure maximum accuracy with your drawing by pushing your set square up to the top of your arc. I normally like to do so until I see what appears to be short dashes, and join those dashes with a construction line. In this case, we'll label our construction line V and W. Our next step in this construction is to locate conveniently on the top line, VW, our apex. And we could label our apex as A, again anywhere conveniently on the line. So this location here is going to be where my apex will be located, and I will label the apex conveniently around here. If necessary, the letter will be relocated. Our next step is to construct at the apex our angles 75 degrees and 30 degrees. Using our compass, I'm going to use the left side of the line VW to construct the 30-degree angle. And for those of us who know how to do this, we should move right into it. A more detailed explanation is available in the tutorial video on angles. I will proceed by drawing a line through point 6, and the numbers will just continued from the bottom line, 1, 2, 3. Point 4 is where the major arc intersects your line VW, or your line segment VA, and 0.5 above, 0.6 to the left. So we proceed by drawing a line through 0.6, and unlike our customary end at point A, we are going to extend that line beyond point A to allow it to intersect with our line XY. Our line XY forms the base of our required triangle. And so we're going to label this S and T, just randomly selecting letters, sorry. We continue from there by constructing our 75-degree angle. This angle will be constructed on the right side of point A. The same radius can be used, or you can reduce or increase your radius as you feel necessary. I will just increase it just a little. So this is S, this would be 0.7, 8, and 9. I'm going to construct a 90-degree angle. Point 10, and the points are numbered just for demonstration purposes. They don't have to be numbered in your actual working. This will be labeled L. And our next point is 11. We are now going to bisect that 30-degree angle found between point 11A and 8. This is now point 12. By bisecting that, we end up with 15 degrees, 12A, 8. And I say 8 because a line drawn from 8 to A gives us 60 degrees, 8AW. And so our 15-degree angle, 12A8, extended gives us a line, argument's sake, label at M. Our angle MAW is 75 degrees, and if we extend as we did with our line from point A, our line ASA, we end up with 30 degrees right down at this end. And so we are going to extend our line from point A, our line MA from point A extended to intersect with our line XY, and that gives us N. The point where our line XY intersects with our line MN gives us point B. Nope, it gives us point C. Point C is 75 degrees, and point B, the angle at point B, is 30 degrees. And there we have identified our base angles. ACB is 75 degrees, and ABC is 30 degrees. And we conclude by darkening our required shape. Our line segment AC, we darken the base of our triangle CB, and we darken our line segment AB, all forming the sides of our required triangle ABC. And this is the construction of a triangle given the base angles, and the altitude. Thank you for viewing.